Most criminals that the police arrest are humans, but sometimes they have to deal with the notorious criminals of the wild too. Here are the times when the cops were met face to face with those bullies.
To call for help.
Hey, help me! Help me! I'm at the Naples Zoo! Help me, please! I'm at the Naples Zoo!
Okay, what's happening?
I'm being attacked by...
In an astounding 911 call, a shaky voice echoed and complained about being attacked by a tiger.
Somebody got attacked by the tiger inside. Ripped her arm off.
Oh my, are you serious?
Yes, we're serious. You hear all the lights and sirens?
The cops got all panicky and rushed to the scene, only to find a very confused zoo staff member on the grounds. Neither of them expected to spend the night like this.
Somebody got attacked by the tiger inside. Ripped her arm off.
Oh my, are you serious?
Yes, we're serious. You hear all the lights and sirens?
Wait, let's rewind. How did this even happen? Apparently, a third-party cleaning crew was hired to straighten up the zoo. Since the zoo was closed, the contractor tried to make a dumb move in the dark. He put his hand inside the cage. The man was either trying to feed the animal or pet it. Whatever the intention was, he ended up landing his hand straight inside the tiger's mouth. The staff was baffled, but she squared up and took the cops to the tiger's cage.
Approach.
Got a tranquilizer?
Arriving there, the scene was both intense and chaotic. The tiger refused to let go of the arm, and the man was screaming at the top of his lungs. Despite all of that, the officer remained calm and asked for a tranquilizer. Sadly, that wasn't available. The horrifying screams of the victim forced the police officer to make a bold move next. He took out his gun and fired a couple of shots at the enraged animal. The shots injured the tiger, and it backed off a few steps, finally freeing the mangled arm of the victim. Later, the tiger was found dead. If that's depressing, check out this next video.
Your friend.
No, I can't. She's dead.
On February 16, 2009, police got a distressing call from a woman about her pet chimpanzee going berserk. She was scared out of her mind, to say the least. The chimpanzee's name was Travis, and he was rescued by Sandra Harold and her husband when he was only 3 days old. The couple pampered him like their own child with Harold, even bathing and eating with him. Don't get him wrong, the chimp was pretty civil. He knew how to open doors, feed the horses, water plants, greet the cops, and even drink wine from a glass. He was like family to Harold.
We're done. Please, you shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's...
He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face off?
He's trying to attack me. Please, hurry up. Listen to me.
They're on the way, ma'am.
Guns. They gotta shoot him, please. Please, hurry.
But even Harold couldn't have predicted that she would be begging the cops to shoot him someday.
Please, Dirk, please.
Is the monkey still by your friend, or can you get close to your friend?
He's eating her. Please, God, no.
Travis had taken Harold's car keys and left the house with them. She asked Charla Nash, her 55-year-old friend, to go and bring the chimp inside. But she made the mistake of taking Travis's doll with her. Although he knew Nash, something about the doll triggered Travis, and he leaped at Nash, mauling her.
They tell them they gotta shoot him because I tried stabbing him and he's not, and it made him worse.
Harold tried to stop him by stabbing him with a knife, but nothing worked. The chimpanzee grew even more angry with betrayal.
Lock your doors on your car and stay there with me.
It don't matter. He will rip the doors right
Sandra,
open.
just do what I'm telling you to. Stay in the car. The police officers will handle it.
Please tell him to shoot him. Please tell him. Please tell him to kill him, please.
They did, Sandra. They're shooting at him already, okay?
But he's not dead.
I know. They will continue until he's dead, okay? I just need you to stay on the phone with me and breathe.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
The officer on call kept trying to comfort the woman, but she knew it had gone way worse than she could have ever imagined. The chimp was ready to kill her too. The cops came down after a while and shot the chimp. The friend miraculously survived, but the same cannot be said about the chimp. On 31st March 2023, police were called about a disturbance in the neighborhood. When they arrived, they were surprised to find an alligator roaming in the street.
Yeah, once he's tired again.
The reptile was 10 feet long, bigger and scarier than most cops on that street. But one brave man took charge and tried to move the alligator. He used his baton to get the animal's attention, but it refused to budge. Instead, it flashed its sharp teeth and angrily hissed at the cop.
He's getting there.
So, the officer tried a different approach and grabbed its tail to get the alligator to move, but he only got more grumpy hisses in return.
Let me see that rope. Yeah, pull him out a little bit.
The rest of the officers standing on the other side racked their brains for a plan. Finally, a rope is brought to the scene. The alligator had no intentions of moving, and it kept snapping at them. They needed to shut its snout, so a rope is to the scene.
You want to jump on him? Huh? Yeah, I'm going to take the head. You ready? Yeah, how far up? I'm going to go to the head, and you just sit on his body.
The two officers debate on the best way to hold the alligator down.
Good job, Luke. I'm proud of you. Just keep the weight on him. Give me one more. One more for weight. And a towel to cover his eyes up.
Hey guys, back off the street. Guys, back off the street. Mike, do you want the rope tight?
You're fine the way you got it. I just need tape.
That's gonna be all right.
I just need something to cover his eyes so he chills out.
I know, George is getting a towel.
Take a strip of tape. Just cover his head, like behind his nose, like where my left hand's at.
One officer takes charge and puts his weight down on the alligator. Judging by his voice, he seems pretty chill about it, but he wants the same for the animal too, and asks for a towel to cover the gator's eyes.
I have him like tucked back, so you're just taking his like behind his back, like you're handcuffing him. Yeah. Scoot up. I know better.
We got the 10-footer out of Alamo Park a year ago. There's a lot of business around. People, tell them, where are we? In the Everglades? 10-foot range.
Now that the alligator was settled, more cops joined in on the scene and taped up the giant lizard. The alligator was ready to be handed over to the wildlife experts. If you think this was scary, wait till you see the last case.
There's someone inside.
On the 6th of June 2019, police heard a scuffle inside the house. The video shows the officer calling for backup, reporting to the HQ. There's someone inside.
Can't get it.
A fleet of cops came rushing to the scene. They gathered around the house, guns out and shields up, ready to stop the intruder.
Police, let me see your hand. That's a deer. It's a deer. It's a deer. It's a deer.
The officer barged in first, leading his troop into the house. He was convinced that it was a burglar, but fate had other surprises. Standing a few feet away from him was a deer.
Go, go, go. Go, go, come on, come on. No. Get the shield here. Go, come on. There it is.
The cops put away the guns, but the problem was still at large. How do we get the animal out? The officer tried to talk it out with the deer, but that obviously wasn't going to work. To make matters worse, the animal had gotten spooked out by all the lights and the loud noise. It kept slamming the windows to find a spot to flee. That would have solved both the cops and the animal's problem, but it simply couldn't find the way out.
Open the door. Open the door. Oh, God.
The officer then grabbed a chair and forced the animal to move towards the door. It didn't work out as well as he had hoped. The deer kept smacking the windows. The poor officer let out a groan of frustration. This wasn't how he had expected this day to pan out.
There we go.
The animal grew even more agitated and started thrashing things around, running around like a crazy maniac. Eventually, with a little help from the cop, the deer saw the sunlight peeking in and sprinted out of the door. A terrified family in Florida called the cops to report an alligator parked out on their front porch. As you can see, it wasn't too happy to be there either. The officer grabbed a lasso and tried to move its snapping snout away from him. The animal grew angrier with every passing second, hissing at the cop. But in the struggle, the officer had managed to get the alligator to move away from the porch. The officer gave the lasso to his friend and grabbed a towel to cover the gator's eyes. The animal snapped back by throwing it away.
I give it to Danilo. Danilo, you got the tape?
No, you didn't give me a tape.
The cop didn't give up and tried again. This time, he was successful. The officer hurried to sit on the animal and pulled his snout up, closing its mouth. This guy was ready to be shipped out of the neighborhood. At least, this one was small. The next one is massive. Passers-by called the police when they saw an unexpected intruder taking a stroll along the bridge. Officers rushed to the scene, all packed and prepared to get the animal out of there. But all the waiting made the alligator grow tired. It started to creepily walk ahead, scaring away the cops. The officer took that as a sign to move his truck. But the alligator was just trying to play catch. Again, it moved and the cops backed off.
Poor dude, he's ready to go in the water.
Finally, the alligator stopped in its tracks, turned around, and decided to slither into the ditch down below, saving the cops the trouble of jumping down on the dangerous creature. Well, that's all for today. Cops going after the strangest culprits. Which one was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. If you want to see more of these thrilling encounters, hit the like button, press subscribe, and turn on the notifications. We have a lot more coming in for you.